Alrighty, good day to all you glorious Rascallion Resonators, you absolute legends. My name is FOXSOL. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Wuthering Waves, and wherever you're at, hopefully you're having a terrific, fantastic, amazing day, really. So, today's topic of conversation I want to get into before I go to sleep, because I just got off the live stream and, you know, some people brought this to my attention. I took a little look at on YouTube, and you know what? Apparently, there's a lot of people that's like, oh no, the Wuthering Waves Gacha, it lied. Wuthering Waves broke the Gacha revenue, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in terms of talks around this. I'm not going to bother to go ahead and click and go watch all these videos. It was explained to me by a couple people on the stream. And I'm going to explain this to you guys, just like I would explain it to the people on the live stream, and give you basically, you know, my viewpoint about, you know, Sensory Tower and the Gacha revenue itself. So, if you like, take a seat at the bar, kick your feet up, grab a cold one, relax, and let's dive into the conversation. All right, let's pull up the Gacha revenue. First and foremost, you know, things here changes all the time. The report that we got for like Wuthering Waves was like 3 million, I believe it was, on October 1st. So now, if we come down, we scroll down right here, scroll back up actually, and we come take a look now. Oh, wow. It went up to 5.5 million. The entire revenue changed from 3 to 5.5 million. 5 million for, you know, global, 5.5 for China, compared to the 3 that it was before. What changed? Oh no, Wuthering Waves. I've heard some people say that, you know, they're blaming the Kuro games or whatever for breaking the Sensory Tower. There's blackmail in some regards, apparently. I don't know. That there's lies, there's breakage. Okay, first and foremost, let me break some down about Gacha revenue. Gacha revenue right here is which you're seeing number wise, this is a guesstimate. Okay, these aren't accurate numbers. You actually need to go to Sensory Tower to try to get accurate numbers, and it only is going to show you for the iOS. I think a lot of people should realize that if you click over here, you come to FAQs, it's going to tell you right over here. Sensory Tower only reports iOS Chinese revenue. Where do you get your Android data from? I've done some research, and most people will make revenue post videos multiplying iOS revenue by 1.5 to 2.5 to get the Android revenue. Currently, I'm using a 1.75 multiplier as default, but you can adjust that yourself on the website. That's the first part that I want to get to you about, you know, the accuracy of numbers. So every single game that's on Gacha revenue, those aren't accurate numbers. Those are guesstimates basing off a 1.75 multiplier to try to include Android revenue. Let that sink in for a minute. I'm sure a lot of you know this, but I'm sure also there's a lot of people that don't, because there is really hardly any true, I believe, content creators out there big enough that's going to explain this. They're just going to use it as clickbait titling. Oh no, this is the numbers. First and foremost, those are guesstimate numbers. Okay. Number two, I've noticed that the revenue from previous months on Reddit posts are different than the ones on the website. Why is that? Reddit posts get posted on the first of the month when the prices are not stabilized yet. Let that sink in for a minute. The prices on the first of the month is not stabilized. What does that mean? That means that numbers are not accurate on the first of the month. Okay? But they usually stabilize by the end of the second week of the month. Now, this is for Reddit, but you know, he cannot replace the Reddit pictures on the website, but the website gets updated 4 to 5 times a month. So the the person who is running this entire Gacha revenue website is updating this stuff 4 to 5 times a month. Meaning that different Gacha games like Epic 7 here, Dragon Ball Legends, WutheringWaves. Oh, look. WutheringWaves. All of this, it was at 3 million, went to 5. All of this has the ability to go up or go down, along with guesstimate, you know, assessments. I am just pointing this out because I know this is going to be like talking to a brick wall with some people. I mean, even the stream pretty much, you know, said it like that. You're going to be talking to a brick wall if you make a video like this. Well, you know what? I feel like talking to a brick wall. I feel like bashing my head into a brick wall because I don't understand, you know, how people can just, you know, not do additional research on their own, and they're going to take things at face value. This is why I said in my previous video that the answer isn't always black and white. There's answers that's also in color. You have to look at everything. You have to do deeper research. You have to look. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people don't come over here, come to FAQs to come find out where's he getting his information from, how's he getting the information, where's he pulling it from. They're just taking this at face value. Oh, this is what it is. We went to, you know, Sensory Revenue early on the live stream. You can go check it out in the previous live streams. Just go towards the end of this live stream, on last live stream, you'll see it. So by the end of the second week of the month, these numbers will be stabilized because the guy is pretty much putting this on here. Even if we take a look at one more thing, right? Let's go to Explore, let's go to FAQs. Sure, posting the feedback. Why is X game not on the list? I might have missed it or don't think people. So even this guy is grabbing data. It's not like it's an API, you know, application that's pushing the information in. He's actually pulling in things. So this is being manually added. That also takes into account. I'm just going to say, you know, from looking at this in this regards, that you can't just trust certain things like it is. I want to pull something else just to show, in a sense, you know, for WutheringWaves' sake of things. Okay, let's go to actual Sensory Tower. I don't have a subscription here, but we could take a look at, you know, category rankings and everything else. We can see that, you know, on September 29th, you can see all the way right here for September. From September 4th, you can see where the game on iPad was at, where the game on iPhone was at, from free role play, everything else. It tells you with the graphs. And you can see where it jumped up. You know, iPad grossing game was number 2 on the 29th. We can analyze the category ranking a little bit better. Where it's going to take everything and base it on an average, where it was ranking at. You know, what was the top free game? On September 27th, it was in the 97th place. It was 73, you know, and on the 28th. On the 29th, it went to number 5. I mean, I don't understand how hard it is to, you know, take a look at things like this. I'm just saying. You know, I'm gonna make this quick, sweet, short. I'm not gonna go into it, but this is why. Man, my voice cracked there for a second. But no, this is why, in the true grand scheme of things, that don't always believe and don't always look at things at, you know, plain Jane right in front of you type deal. Take the time, Do some research. Don't believe everybody. Don't believe the hype. You know, don't believe, oh crap, this is dying, that's dying. Like that website says, they're doing a 1.75 multiplier to try to calculate the Android revenue on top of the iPhone. And then even then, it's only calculating the iOS Chinese data. Where they're getting the global data from. I would like to know this. As well as, you know, it's not going to stabilize. The numbers are not going to stabilize till the end of the second week. So there's a chance that even Genshin Impact is going to get a boost. ZZZ is going to get a boost in their revenue because the numbers will change. Because right now, everything is still reporting in. We are not going to get finalized, from my understanding with this. We're not going to get finalized numbers until the second week. So, before you get your panties in a bunch and you start going out and being like, WutheringWaves is dying, oh, WutheringWaves broke Gacha revenue, all this, understand that the market, the data itself, needs to stabilize before we can get an accurate equation to the entire problem. All right? Well, I'm going to leave that with you guys. You have a good one. You take it easy. You know, like the video if you liked it. Comment on the video. Whether you want to criticize me or not. Whether you agree with my assessment. That'd be great. I'm going to get my butt to bed. Get some sleep. Because I plan to be up at midnight to go ahead and do another pull on our Shorekeeper on another live stream. So if you're in American time, this is Central Time Zone. Around midnight tonight in Central Time Zone, when my paycheck comes in, we're going to see about pulling for our last copy of Shorekeeper and see if we can get a perfect roll on this. Because so far, we have beaten every 50-50. Shorekeeper, this is a little extra for y'all. Every single copy here we have gotten, there has been no loss to a 50-50. And before you tell me that is not true, I don't believe you. There's a lot of people on the stream that have seen it, and I'll show it to you right now. Let's go ahead and take a real quick look. Let's let the data records load real quick. And let's move all the way back to the 28th, where we started pulling for the Shorekeeper. Okay. Shorekeeper 1. Shorekeeper 2. Shorekeeper 3. Shorekeeper 4. Shorekeeper 5. And then finally, after a lot of single pulls, Shorekeeper 6. And we're pulling for the very last Shorekeeper tonight on a live stream, 12 a.m., hopefully Central Time Zone. Probably will come in a little bit earlier than that to start the live stream. And we're going to see if we can roll a perfect 50-50. We're going to see if we can roll a perfect house here. Because I have not had this luck except for on the GN banner, when I rolled it all completely like that. So if you're interested in watching that, there'll be a stream link when I wake up. I'll put it up, but it'll be 12 a.m. Central Time Zone. So mark that where you're at. I'm in North America, so if you're in United Kingdom, whatever, use Google and say, hey, 12 a.m. Central Time Zone, America. You'll figure it out. All right. Have a good one. I'm going to sleep. Take it easy. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.